On the edge of Arabian Peninsula, you'll find the Sultanate of Oman. Often overlooked by travelers, Oman is an exotic destination filled with incredible attraction and cities. The capital of Muscat is by far the most popular destination, but it only contains a small part of what makes Oman great. If you are thrilled by desert landscape, incredible mountain range, historical port, and warm beaches throughout of the year, then make Oman the next destination on your travel bucket list. Now, here the top 10 best places to visit in Oman. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell button to be updated on my new video that I will release. Number 10. Ispat Al Abrayin. While larger cities in Oman can appear very contemporary, smaller villages like Ispat Al Abrayin help capture more traditional atmosphere. This mountain village is made up by stone buildings and shades of orange and brown, and it can look more like an Italian mountain village than something you might expect to find in Arabian Peninsula. However, it's a beautiful example of mountain life in Oman. A steep road leads up the mountain, and you can walk among the buildings to admire banana trees and lush greenery. There's an Asian watchtower above the village that you can climb to see Ispat Al Abrayin, as well as the surround field and the dam filled with water. Number 9. Misara Island. Just off the coast of Oman is Misara Island, a unique destination for travelers in search of sun, beaches, wildlife, and history. Misara Island, the home of Oman Air Base, but the town are relatively small. That means few crowds and lot of secluded spot to explore. Regular ferries are available to get you to from the mainland. On Misara Island, the top pastime including swimming, check out the abundance of shipwreck just off the coast, and watching the more than 30,000 of turtle that appear annually in catchy season. Number 8. Bala. Another incredible destination in Oman is the city of Bala, located in northern Oman. It's a kind of oasis desert, and it has been a stopping point of travelers for centuries. Bala is just 40 kilometers from Niswa, and it also boasts a spectacular historical port. The Bala port dates back into 13th century, when it was widely under control of the Banu Neban tribe. In addition to exploring Bala port, you can see the walls of city, which is made of adobe, and it stretched for nearly 7 miles in length. If you are in a market of souvenir, Bala is widely known for impressive section of local pottery. Number 7. Salalah. In southern Oman is Salalah, second city of Muscat. Salalah is particularly important because of ancestral home of Sultan Qaboos, the reigning Sultan Oman since 1970. On a visit of Salalah, you can admire an incredible Sultan Palace. You can appreciate older architecture in the old town, known as the Hapa, back in time by visiting the Al-Balid archaeological site. Salalah known for its frankincense trade. To pick up some a souvenir from the souk in Hapa. From June to August, monsoon cloud from India bring a constant rain to the area. And as a result, the coastal region around the Salalah is transformed into green oasis with seasonal waterfalls and streams. Number 6. Jabal Akhdar. Jabal Akhdar can be translated into Green Mountain, and it's part of Al-Hajar Mountain. Don't expect a traditional mountain top, and don't let green misnomer fool you. The Jabal Akhdar region is primarily limestone and contain the highest point in the entire country of Oman. While not covered in lush forests, the elevation makes cooler temperature and more agricultural growth than the desert below. The area is now a protected, and you can hike through beautiful terraces and even spot tree laden with fruits. Hiking might not seem like an appealing activity in the desert of Oman, but it is the perfect pastime in Jabal Akhdar. Number 5. Ras Al Jins. On the easternmost tip of Oman is the Ras Al Jins, a turtle reserve that helps populate and protect the sea turtles of Indian Ocean. If you visit during the summer or between the months of May and October, you can see the turtle nests along the beach and even watch the baby turtle hatch and make their way to the ocean. Visiting the turtle reserve is possible as a day trip to Muscat, but most visitors opt to spend night in resort and check out the attraction like a turtle visitor center and museum. Number 4. Musaddam Fjords. The Musaddam Peninsula is the northernmost portion of Oman and is separated from rest of the country by the UAE. Part of this region are very isolated and they have long served as the home to resident mountain village and coastal communities. The Musaddam Fjords stretch north and offer spectacular views. If you're visiting Musaddam, the highlight can include things like boat trip and explore the coast rising up from water, spotting dolphins from the traditional Omani boat, and scuba diving. The population is sparse and the wildlife is abundant, making this region one of the best places to visit in Oman for the nature lovers. Number 3. Wahiba Sands. In the center of Oman, desert dunes stretch for miles and create what is called Wahiba Sands. This is where the Bedu people live and it popular travel destination for those search for true, authentic, and traditional Oman. Experience the nomadic way of life in the Wahiba Sands by joining the tour that lets you ride on the back of camel and camp into the desert under the stars. The city of Ibra serves as major gateway on Wahiba Sands, and this is where many guided tours begin. Number 2. Niswa. In the 6th and 7th century, the city of Niswa served as a capital for Oman. Today, the city is the best known for incredible port which was built in 7th century under the direction of Sultan bin Shahib al-Yaribi. However, some part of the port date all way back to the 9th century. The highlight of Niswa port is the enormous cylindrical tower. The port also some interesting defense mechanism including honey trap and unusual shape of windows for shooting approaching enemies. The port is also a museum showcasing 7th century life in Oman. While you're in Niswa, you can also check out the souk as well as unusual goat market held 2 days each week in the city center. Number 1. Muscat. If you only visit only place in Oman, it is likely to be Muscat. This city is home to Port Palace, Museum and Market, offering something for everyone. While you cannot visit the interior of Qasr al-Khalam Royal Palace, you can head to the harbor to get a closer view to amazing structure. Standing guard over the palace are the twin port of Al-Jalali and Al-Mirani, which have been converted into museum and are open to the public. Non-Muslim travelers can also visit the breathtaking Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque on mosque morning, admiring features like an enormous crystal chandeliers, marble walls, panel, and the second largest Persian carpet in the world.